I spent some time this week playing something that I otherwise would not have touched in quite a while. And I don't know if you took a look at it, but there was an announcement and then there was a release.
Of?
Nero in Teppen.
No, I haven't taken a look at Teppen yet.
Okay.
What I did hear about Nero is his version of Devil Trigger,
Yeah.
which is the craziest remix ever.
All of these voices inside of my head. Yeah, that thing is wildly comedic and hilarious.
They knew.
They leaned into it. Good on them. And then there's a rad instrumental version in the game too. I am about 90 ranking battles deep into Teppen.
90?
90 or so.
That's a significant amount.
Yeah, I played a lot of Teppen this weekend.
All right.
Out and about. I used to kill time with I was killing time with Scrabble.
Yeah.
And then it just replaced that basically because I'm like, well, let me now that the character I like is here and he says all the things I like and he's doing all the little graphics that I enjoy. Let me see what this game is through the eyes of Nero. Yeah, okay. So this is my first time going into a game where like you're fucking you collect the cards and you build the deck and then you fight the other people and you do all of this shit. And boy, I sure would enjoy it more if I had if you didn't have to. Well, you don't have to. You can play it instead of spending money, but the gacha systems are all in place for sure.
Of course
they are. But like, and they are not only do they affect gameplay, like it is explicitly about that.
Of course it is.
Of course it is, you know. But I'm still a person who comes from games where it's like, no, all the tools you need to win are there.
You know what I find fascinating? Gacha has become so dominant and like ever present that despite the fact that this is a collectible card game, and that the system that gachas use was actually invented in collectible card games, it's a gacha system.
Yeah, so you got to open up your random packs and hope you get something good. And like when I look at like the different decks that the characters have and stuff like that, and you go, well, there's this card that's a part of this set that like if you have it you're just better.
Yeah,
this is just a better card than everything else you have.
Hell yeah.
End of story.
Build up your couple thousand Hearthstone dust to make the Professor Boom card because that card's the shit.
And once you have it, well, now you crush anyone who doesn't.
Hell yeah.
And it's like I guess,
yeah.
But should not somebody with like I guess good luck and good ability to understand who they're fighting against?
Nah, fuck that kid. That kid's a pussy. Look at my fucking shiny Charizard.
But hold on, though. How much does skill matter in Magic the Gathering and Pokemon?
Extraordinarily.
Massive, right?
Yeah.
It's everything. And then Yu-Gi-Oh! You got to know how to fucking read what you expect your opponent to have, I imagine. Know your own deck. And play in a way that, like, makes it so that the probability of you getting something that you can use to crush them is high, right? Like, everything is built for a certain reason. So... Anyway, that part aside, I was having fun with it, and I think I fully, like all the stuff I was really confused about, I fully get now, but there's still little moments that are not clear where this game is not fully turn-based. It's active. The whole thing
that's
is active,
the weirdest part by far.
right?
That's new.
And so there's moments where like you're like really you're trying to lay that card on the right slot before the damage arrow hits.
Yeah.
Because you'll die otherwise or whatever. And like if you do it fast enough, like you'll get it in there, and then in some cases you're like stacking actions on top of each other. But like how fast you slide your thumb from one spot to another actually matters in a card game.
Yeah.
Where usually that wouldn't matter at all.
Usually that's literally
who gives a fuck?
As long as you do it within your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really strange that applies here. And then in some cases, when you do that, it resets the arrow, you know, or like it puts everything back to zero, so then you gotta wait. And of course the balance behind that is that like the strong cards require the longest wait time.
Of course it
before
does.
you
Yeah,
can
that makes
activate
sense.
them
Yeah.
and so on and so forth, you know. I tried putting together a deck of characters I like balanced with like stuff that's good.
Yeah.
And I actually managed to like, get out of the basic couple of ranking matches with that. But then eventually you hit a point where it's like, look, fucker,
you're playing against people who dumped their paychecks into this fucking thing.
You better put Rebecca Chambers in your deck, or you're not gonna make it.
Why would you not have Rebecca Chambers in your deck
with this green set?
Rebecca Chambers is the shit.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like, okay, she's gonna put shields on everything.
Hell yeah, she is.
But I wanted that.
But that's serum.
Yeah, and then but then thankfully there's some cool cards, and I'm like, hey, Makoto, she's got a block, and she puts a shield on you.
It's interesting to see because these card games live and die based on how much you give a fuck
about
what's
the
in
picture on the card.
And it's like, hey, are you a big WoW head?
Yeah.
Hearthstone's for you. You love Capcom like we do? Teppen here's for you. Are you a fucking weirdo, degenerate, creep ass weeb who just reads porn all day? Here's your Fate game, weirdos.
Yeah. So I'm like, I know I'm never gonna use it because it takes 9 of 10 slots. Not slots, but 9 of 10 energy to play Nello Angelo. Not Nello Angelo, sorry. Angelo Credo.
Yeah.
Because he's a 9-point card.
He better be.
But he's got a lot of defense and he flies.
Yeah.
Which means he attacks the other person directly. So I'm just going to have this in my deck.
Yeah.
And alongside that, there's the Nero card, which is cool because it has a whole, like, the growth system. So you go from regular to the DT version or whatever the fuck the mechanics are and such. And then every once in a while I discover a little thing where I'm like, oh, so when you bring out that Monster Hunter thing with the big horns in its mouth,
Tetsukabra?
No, is it just Diablos? No,
it's
not Diablos.
You need to give me more than big horns in its mouth. That's actually like 3,500 different monsters.
It's a big Monster Hunter monster, and it's got these 2 giant horns sticking out of the front, and it does damage to you when you play it.
Is it spiky?
Is it? No, because Nergigante is the character you play as. I'm not talking about the character. I'm talking about the card, right? So, I mean, I can literally pull it up on my deck in a second if I just fucking take a second to look at it. But anyway.
Gobble? I don't fucking... Jan Moran?
I think it's Diablos.
Okay, Diablos.
I think I am correct in that it's Diablos. But, of course, you have to fucking mash through the daily this and that.
Do your dailies, man.
I don't want to do my dailies.
You need to do your dailies.
I don't want... It
will increase your engagement.
Yeah, it's Diablos.
Yeah, okay, Diablos is cool.
Desert Tyrant Diablos.
Yeah.
It's got the 2 giant things. So when you play it, it hurts you for 6 damage, which is a lot. But if you do a Makoto shield before that, then you negate that damage and then you play him for free.
Yeah, so this, like, even listening to you, like, this shit lives and dies based on me going, I'll use Makoto to block my own Diabolos. Like, I'm getting like, that's cool.
Yes. And that's if you take that away and say play the damage card and then put the shield card on you first.
Fine, I guess.
But you get this thing of Makoto going, ha! And then it comes out and it goes, Rrr!
And then you're like, Makoto could totally block a Diablo.
Right? And then Wesker, like, his arm starts going, and he goes, Chris, and he destroys one of my cards. But I'm like, I don't care about that, because I've got a heal. And Mega Man heals me.
And I love Mega Man.
And
you're
and that's it. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
Totally the whole thing.
But I will.
It's the same thing as when you're watching Avengers and the end part comes in and people are essentially just walking onto the screen and you're going, oh yeah, it's them from that movie.
But here's what I noticed, right? Over the course of getting into like the flow of this game, is my initial deck was made up of a lot of stuff that I like.
Yeah.
That also works for a consistent strategy. So I have Nico coming in, and she pulls her van up and gives me something cool. And I've got the wire snatch, and all this other DMC5 like fun shit, right? And Ava is really strong for growth. She helps everybody grow, right? No, she just gives you. She makes you grow.
Ah,
she's not strong herself.
Got it.
She makes other people stronger.
Yeah.
It's a moral thing, like Iris.
Yeah.
And Iris was a card where on death she buffs everybody else.
That's fucking amazing. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Shit like that, you know. It's great. So, and then slowly, as you're starting to notice, like, oh fuck, that Morrigan has the ability to like fly and hurt me in a way that I can't stop it. So I have to take some of these Morrison cards away so that I can put in anti-Morrigan cards.
Right.
And then I'm like, but that's the character that I like. And
so who'd you replace Morrison with?
Well, then, so now I'm looking at my deck and I'm like, there's still shit that I care about, but amongst the shit I care about are cards like Sitsuyaku. Where I'm like, I don't want this stupid ugly dino in my set.
He's got a flash bomb.
But he seals anyone in front of him, so I need it. Right? And there's life powder, which is
that's good.
Nowhere near as cool as like having I don't know, like again, let's say Alex doing a flash chop
to you.
But it heals you and gives everyone else a nice big buff of 2 HP. So you're stupid to not have it, right?
So this is the part that they get you. Because you go, damn it, I don't have anything to deal with this bullshit. I'm going to have to take Nico out and replace it with Huey the dog?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Who's Huey?
No.
It's from this old game called Haunting Ground. Oh, wow, that looks really cool.
No, that's not no. I know exactly where these characters come from. I know
you do.
I'm looking at
you know where every single one of these characters come from, Woolie, but most people don't. Most people go, "What is a monster hunter?" Huh?
Yeah.
That looks like it's an ad.
No, I know who General is from Mega Man. I don't want his card.
Yeah,
well, you know.
That's so. Hey, that's the genius for people who only love a couple Capcom things. This is the gatekeeping. This is the weeds that gets them into the Capcom heroin.
Well, this is
but for somebody like you or me who knows almost all of them, like, man, what if I'm the biggest General fan ever?
Yeah. No. This is so this is the pick a top tier.
Yeah.
Of the
100%.
Right. But here's why they're geniuses, though. Right. Because you still, no matter what your deck is made of, you're still playing as a character.
Yeah.
So nothing will stop me from being Nero.
Right.
And Nero's the one you see on the left side of the screen talking shit.
Yeah, it's Nero's using a life powder.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And when you do your super, you're doing one of Nero's 3 super arts.
Right.
Right? Whether it's like going Awakening or using his Gerbera, or calling in the Nico van, like you're using that character. Same way there's like Ryu doing his Shinku Hadouken with the big ripped shirt. So
I like Ryu.
So even if you have to fill your deck up with shit that you don't care about, you're using a character you do care about regardless.
Yeah, that's smart.
Right? Then there's going to be folks that even pick a character based on the function as opposed to, and fuck those people, because that's soulless. You don't even like that spiky boy. You just pick him because he's got the dive bomb, you know?
I like that spiky boy, though.
Yeah, I know, but let's say you didn't, and you just picked him because you like the dive bomb.
The difference is there's a medium in between there. There's like, I really like Nero, and I do like Nergigante, but I'm going to play Nergigante because I'm going to win with Nergigante.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, it's the difference between the functions and the whatever.
Man, you're living that anti-top tier life, man.
I like the things I like, and the reason I wouldn't.
But don't you like winning?
But I would not care about this. I would not download this game if Nero wasn't in it. I didn't start playing until he showed up. So once I started playing it, why would I suddenly switch my priorities to what they would have been if he wasn't in the game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do
like
know that.
The fact that I waited so long to even bother spending time with it, just to then stop using him to go to one of the characters that was already there. I don't like Woolie doesn't. My brain doesn't work that way. Like,
what if you really enjoyed the gameplay of a
and then I get
character?
switcherooed on it?
Yeah,
maybe nothing's impossible. But like, as is, that the
like I could go for a Wesker deck, but I could also go for a Jack Baker deck. Jack Baker's cool.
Yeah. And you know, I don't dislike any of those playable characters so much that it'd be like, meh, in the sense that it's like they're all pretty cool.
Well, I mean, not yet. I mean, I'm sure they'll put a loser in eventually.
Yeah, but so far it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, Ryu, Chun-Li, Dante, Mega Man, Morrigan, Nergigante, what's it called?
I literally don't know what you're saying. Wesker?
The other monster. The other playable monster.
I don't know what it is. Rathalos?
Oh, yeah. Rathalos.
Okay, there you go.
Jill. You know, it's fine, right? Those are all good Capcom characters. No problems there. But I really like Nero. Yeah. So that'll bring me in to begin with. And I won't let go of that because that's the reason why I showed up. Mm-hmm. You know? Which brings me to the whole, like, yeah, that whole bit with, like, Monster Hunter where it's like, I forgot, like, when I was looking over some of that stuff, I was like, oh yeah, like, the guy armor and the girl armor problem that we talked about a while ago, you know? Where I'm just like, but I'm showing up for this aesthetic. You know, I'm showing up because I like the way this looks.
Yeah.
So, or I like this character, or I like what's going on here. So, anytime it comes down to that where it's like the thing you like just can't cut it. Like, that always feels bad in games, man. But here, there's a push and pull. And my deck is still made up significantly of things that I do like. Mm-hmm. And I'm playing the card game.
Well, the trick is just like everything.
I guess it is. And I saw someone in the chat just go, Woolie, you're so fucking weird. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. But it's just because, like, the win hooks...
Woolie likes the things Woolie likes.
Well, I like playing to win, obviously. But, like, but winning is contingent in the sense that, like, well, no, it's not contingent. Playing to win is the priority. But there are many things you can win at. There are many games you can win in.
That's true.
And the games that I choose to even entertain my time with are the ones where I like something besides the concept of winning.
Yeah.
If I just wanted to win, I'd play fucking Tiddlywinks. I would play...
Yeah, but there's an in-between. Like, I find myself going insane right now that I'm talking to you and like, Woolie, you're the one putting out the extreme opinions. That's usually my gimmick. And that, like... There could be a fucking
This is not an extreme opinion. This is very mild.
There could be a fucking character you hate
at the end of the day,
and they're the most boring loser ever.
Yeah.
But you like how they actually play.
Yeah.
Better than the others.
Yeah.
This is what I would call the Virtua Fighter problem.
Mark of the Wolves.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kevin. Fucking Kevin. Get out of here, Kevin. Nobody likes you,
dude. You do a manual, Shoryu repo with fucking Marco. If you time that shit. But anyway, no. It's not an extreme at all. At the end of the day, look, all I'm trying to say is I played the game as Nero. I put a bunch of time into it. I get it now, and I'm having fun picking some stuff.
What the character list is.
And I don't.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had some fun. I'm having fun.
I should probably try Teppen.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
Because
and here's the thing is because I'm not. I'm tapping, like, the key was when, like, knowing that you tap on a thing and it tells you what it does, right? Because the first time I played the game, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I didn't know that you tap on things to get the description of how they work. Yeah. So every time the enemy did something to me, I was like, but what did you do?
Why did that happen?
What does that icon mean? How do I stop it? And then you're just like, yeah, just tap on it and read it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good list. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And then the individual cards... There's some deep pulls, you know. There's some fun stuff, but ultimately, I'm just having fun with it. But I'm just talking about the fact that I noticed that, like, as I'm going up in the rankings, right, and you're fighting like random super hard Japanese players that are just like fucking crushing you with a pre-planned, like, sequence. Of cards that, like, the only way to stand a chance is to get rid of all that chafe that you enjoy.
That's right.
And put some meaningful functions in. And, you know, sometimes those functions are, Like,
not Magneto.
Not Magneto. So, and you balance it back and forth. I don't know why Rebecca Chambers is so good, but she's good.
She's great.
I mean, I know why she's good as a function.
Yeah.
But
she's great because Shinji Mikami hates her.
But Wesker loves her.
Yeah, a lot. Rebecca Chambers is the most popular character that I've ever seen the creator dislike. Shinji Mikami famously, like, everyone's like, when's Rebecca's game? And he's like, she's not that good, guys. We did RE0 because it had to be her, but everyone's like, no, Rebecca's the shit.
So when people are, like, diving in deep on, like, Shadowverse and Fate and all these other things, pretty much it's like, do you like the IP? Well, here's the fucking cards.
Yeah,
right?
Basically.
Take a look at the cards from the thing you like. Yeah.
Fate is extra strong because it has such a big media thing that people will just buy anything with Fate on it.
Yeah. Look at all these arts.
They'll even buy Haunted Beanie Babies.
I would stab Teppen in the womb and fling it into the volcano to turn it into a fighting game.
All right. It's just Capcom Versus. How many times do we have to talk about how much we would rather have Capcom Versus?
I would fucking grab that umbilical cord.
All right.
And hammer throw it.
All right.
Right into the volcano.
Okay.
Just to turn it into Capcom.
Is it the volcano of color blindness?
I was going for like a sacrificial thing.
Okay.
The assets are all there. That's not true. Half of the assets are there.
Did you know that the ghosts in Death Stranding have umbilical cords because they're strands? Yeah. Did you know that you are connected to your mother America by strands? All right.
You know, an Ethernet cord
is like a strand to the global community. That's right.